What's going on, guys, and welcome back to LOI TV. Now today we are going to be doing a preview and prediction video for the FAI Cup final between Dundalk and Shamrock Rovers. I'm once again joined by Socko ahead of the game, and we're going to be looking at both sides, how they're going to line up, and do some scoreline predictions at the end. If you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into the video. As you're probably aware, Dundalk are looking to do the treble. They have already secured the EA Sports Cup and the league as well. We saw them lift the title there against St. Pat's last week. They're very impressive in that game, weren't they? Very impressive, 4-0 win, even with the league title won. They want really important to get a win at the end of the season. Brilliant win, yeah. Yeah, no, to see the bounce back from those two defeats. I asked the players and the manager about the two defeats that they had, and it is kind of one of those things when you have the league wrapped up, you can lose concentration and lose a little bit of focus. And
there's no complacency at all coming into the game. They knew they wanted to win for the home crowd. 4-0, really strong win. Good to see there's no complacency. Good form coming into the cup final.
Yeah, and we see the strength of their bench as well. The likes of Jordan Flowers coming off the bench, Georgie Kelly coming on and scoring as well. Shows the options they have up front with Pat Hoban and Georgie Kelly in a cup final. Having players that can come off the bench and score a goal is going to be crucial.
Yeah, for sure. The last few years have kind of been damp squids in terms of goals in the cup final. It's usually kind of low scoring, so they'll be hoping someone can come off the bench and maybe nick a goal or two. I don't think the weather's meant to be great for Sunday as well, so that might reduce the amount of goals scored. So hopefully it'll be a nice attacking game, much different to the finals in the last few years.
Yeah. One piece of bad news, of course, for Dundalk is that Chris Shields is suspended for the game, picking up 8 yellow cards, I think it was.
8 yellow cards. He only found out last Saturday morning, the morning after they won the league, which must have been a very strange feeling. Extremely harsh. The Shamrock Rovers manager has come out in support of Vidi Perth, saying this rule needs to be changed. It's very, very harsh. I'm sure he's devastated, but he'll be watching from the stands on Sunday. Yeah, I've Stephen Bradley, of course, coming out and saying that, but he will be quietly very, very happy with that. Of course, if you don't know Chris Shields, he is kind of like a Fernandinho and N'Golo Kante type midfielder, where he kind of sits in front of the back four, really good distribution, and he's one of those players that goes under the radar a lot, but is a really, really crucial cog to a team like Dundalk. And with players like Jack Byrne for Shamrock Rovers, who can get on the ball in those areas, Chris Shields would have been crucial to be able to cut players like that out. Aaron McAnuff, Ronan Finn, these talented ball playing midfielders. Chris Shields will be a huge loss. Yeah, as you said, he's a Fernandinho type player, N'Golo Kante kind of holding midfielder, breaking up play and trying to make good balls into the corners, so he'll be a big loss on Sunday.
Moving on to Shamrock Rovers now, of course, I obviously mentioned a few names there. There are other players like Graham Burke, Jack Byrne, of course. These Irish internationals, the pedigree that they have in their squad is very, very high, and this is going to be an entertaining game, and we could see some goals.
Hopefully we see some goals. Dundalk are 13-10 to win the match, slight favourites over Rovers, who are 2-1, and a draw is also 2-1, so the bookies have Dundalk in favour. But at cup finals, you never know what's going to happen. Someone can nick a goal. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, of course, Shamrock Rovers got off to a flying start to the campaign, and it looked like they were on course to win the league. We talked to Pat Hoban last week, and he said that people were obviously saying earlier in the season that the title was over when Shamrock Rovers had a 10 point plus lead at the top. So to throw that away, they're going to be looking to get their avenge that disappointing form that they let go of their early form and lost a lot of points, especially with teams like Bohemians and stuff. The Dublin Derby kind of haunted them for long stages of the season. They obviously got over it towards the end, winning the last league game and winning the cup semi-final. So this game, Rovers will come into it in good form. Dundalk obviously had the 2 defeats, but it had a really good win to bounce back coming into this game. It's a really, really hard one to pick from, isn't it?
Yeah, if I was to make a scoreline prediction, I'd say maybe Dundalk 2-1. Hopefully it's a positive attacking game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 0-0 draw, goes to extra time, but I'm going to say Dundalk 2-1.
Yeah, I could see that definitely, but I do think this Chris Shields news is a huge blow, and I think it could just disrupt the momentum in that midfield. They've been playing really well that all season long, a lot of consistency in there. So yeah, look at who could fill in there. The likes of Jordan Flowers or Sean Murray on the bench that they have to come on, and they're not the same type of player at all. They're not someone who's going to sit there and sit in front of a back four and be that kind of like that. There's a Fernandinho's perfect way to describe it. Like if you take him out of a Man City midfield, you can't play a David Silva in central defensive midfield. So it's one of those players that is a really, really crucial cog to the team, and I could see it disrupting it a lot. And I think the likes of Jack Byrne, Graham Burke, Aaron McAnuff will find pockets of space in midfield. I have a sneaky feeling Shamrock Rovers could come out on top, maybe a 1-0 win. Aaron Green will not give the Dundalk midfielders a second. He'll work really hard up front, giving the centre halves a horrible time. So I have a sneaky feeling that Shamrock Rovers might just come out on top in this one. Of course, that all remains to be seen on Sunday. We're really looking forward to the game ourselves.
Really looking forward. We're going to head up to the Aviva Stadium on Sunday, so if any fans are around and want to give us a shout, get us on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. We'd love to have a chat with you before the game and maybe after the game.
Yeah, so guys, let us know your predictions in the comments below as well. Make sure to like the video, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Nice one.
Yeah, sweet.